where somebody drove with another person, decided to stay over in the location of the person he was dropping. And the relatives were really scared. So it's important that if you're traveling, if people are traveling, they indicate exactly where they are going. I think it is very, very important. Now, I told you we shall be joined by the Director of Operations, AIGP Asuman Mugenyi, who is already here, and the Director of ICT. Now, I am going to comment on the issue of, actually to re-emphasize the issue of our officers who didn't react as was expected. I want to re-emphasize and even pass on a very, very, very strong message to our officers, wherever they are in the country. It is our duty to protect life and property. That is the cardinal responsibility of the police. And for any member of the public to go to the police station and report a case, and any officer does not take it seriously, then that officer has no place in the police. That's why the commandant of the PSU, Professional Standards Unit, with his officers have already taken up this matter as a serious issue, so that we have internal mechanisms to make sure that people who do not respond to incidences in time and coordinate with others be internally handled, and our officers will definitely have to go through the process after investigation of we have an internal mechanism of charging our officers. They will definitely, we shall give them a fair hearing about that. There's no question about it. But of course, the message must go out to every officer in the country. Those who are supposed to be on duty and they are not found on duty, because some of us keep on getting calls. People call us and they tell us that I've called Katwe Police Station, I've called Chiriandongo, I've called this one, they are not picking, they are not doing what. I think that must be history. And we are here to emphasize that. If we are going to have an internal communication mechanism to all of them, but we also want the public to know, should you call any of our officers, or should you go to any police station and you don't find police officers on duty, let us know. Let the CPC, for example, know. Let the PRO know. Let the Director of Operations know that the officer who is supposed to be on duty is not there. Our numbers are very well known. So that we deal with the situation there and then. We are not going to accept that. And number two, you call an officer. We went ahead. I'm going to give him an opportunity before him to tell you on the issue of the response numbers, 999 and the other response numbers. However, we communicated, I remember I chaired that press conference where we even launched a police mobile platform where members of the public are supposed to check and know that the DPC of Kasese, DPC of whatever station, this is the number. These numbers are paid for by taxpayers. But management has come to realize that some of our officers switch off their phones. I don't switch off my phone. Neither do they switch off their phones. Any officer who switches off his or her phone, official line, and it is off, we want to know, because probably power has gone off. Yes, he should or she should explain. But that the official line of our commanders and our officers in the field are off, that is going to be a concern, and they must explain. There is no question about that. They have to explain. Let me request the Director ICT to give more detail about our response, because people have been saying they are calling 999, and they are not responding. What would be the issue? What are the what are we supposed to do in case somebody wants to call an emergency line? Ndugu Bariamu Sachi, can you comment on that one before we go to? Sorry?
What your voice?
Since he's in charge of ICT, these ones don't you. It may not be
Even this one.
This one.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
In response to how the public gets in touch with police, we have 99 or 112, which is international. And the biggest challenge with these lines is that people call, and sometimes by the time is peaked is around 5 minutes, and that's very dangerous. Internationally, it should be 20 seconds. So the challenge we have is that the phones which are manufactured, they are pre-configured with that line of 112. Now, even if you are off the network and you press the emergency line to go through to police, if the kid is playing with the phone, and even if the phone is locked, the kid presses that number, it also goes through. But that's not the major challenge. The major challenge is that these helplines of telecom companies, 100, 156, once you dial it, instead of going to the call center of the telecom company, it comes to the emergency. And this is an issue we are solving with UCC to make sure that these telecom companies configure their equipment, their switching centers, such that their helplines do not, when someone dials a helpline, requesting for help from MTN or Airtel or UTL, it should not come to the emergency center. So you find all the time the phones are busy, but we are picking the wrong calls. Now the right caller is there suffering. This is what we are solving with the MTN to see whether we can have that line, like the way we have toll-free lines. When you call a toll-free line, it goes direct and you are picked. Like the kidnap lines that we gave you, when you go there, when someone calls, it goes direct. There is no disturbance, even if people are many, but it does not take a minute. So that is the solution we are looking at, to have that code, which we might say this is a police helpline for Uganda. If we find it is possible, we are going to have a meeting today in the afternoon. If we find that it is possible, because we have requested them to configure your system such that we have the 99112 not disturbed. It looks like it's a challenge on their side. So maybe the next request is that let us leave other lines and we have that code for Uganda, that if I call it, it goes directly to the call center, such that people are helped. Then on the MOBI, UPF MOBI, we launched it and we have been improving it, because when we launched it by then, it was on UPF www.upf.go.ug. Now it is on Google Store, so anyone can download it there. And the advantage with it is that once you load it on your phone, those who have smartphones, it will show you where you are located. Now where you are located, it will show you the nearest police station or post. And those numbers are there, counter phone numbers, the DPC line, the OC station line, the OC traffic line. So those are police lines. They are not personal. Just call that line and they respond to you. So when I was entering here, one of your colleagues was asking me, is it true? I said, let us try. And he tried himself. He saw it. We called Mubus, is the nearest to us. They picked. But what we have realized is that also people have smartphones. They may not be many. And when you go on that platform, you will see so many people have lost IDs, and they are there. They are all loaded there. But very few are picking. And I know they must be there in Nira trying to get new IDs. Yet those IDs are at police stations. So, and even some of you, when you have relatives and you get one, I hope you're supposed to inform them. They go to, because they indicate which police station is it and who has it. It is very easy. Even if you are in Mbari and someone was picked from Barara, you can go to that police station and it is free. You are not supposed to pay. You go and pick your ID and go. Then we have kidnap lines. These lines are active. Anti-kidnap lines, which is 0800199990. So there are three. So another one is 0800199991. Another one is 0800199992. Those lines, in case of kidnap, if you call it to go through. Come again?
I think we need to remove the phone because it means it is no longer recording video. It is no longer recording video.
Anyone? Could open that.
Is it mic?
You have arrested the phone. Okay.
Another measure that we, in response to Afande Kasinje's way of behavior of our officers, the way they behaved, we are planning now to put cameras at the counters, such that if someone comes with his issue to be handled, we are able to see how the officer responded. Because some people say we did our part, but if the camera is there, we can replay and see. Really, when someone came, did you just listen to him? Did you give him audience? Did you act in a professional manner? You are able to actually receive the complaint and handle it with care. So, since we have registered a lot of successes with the cameras, then we feel let's not only look outside, we can also use it to supervise ourselves, to check ourselves and see really whether we are responding to the public complaints and we are able to serve them. I think, Chair, that is all on my part. Thank you.
Let me also say something and then...
you can help us again.
Maybe in the first. Now, this is in addition to what the Director of ICT has emphasized. Would like to request, this is about taking the complaints to the counter so that these issues are received properly. We continue to receive so many people outside police stations who say they are trackers. You know, they are outside. So you meet someone who says, I'm a tracker. And let us qualify this. Any complaint brought at the police station must be reported to the counter. And the exact officer is informed about it. But we are getting some information. Maybe OSGR can even confirm whether this is correct or not. Some people reach the police station and find some people outside. I can track this, I can track that. Tracking services are supportive services. They are supportive services to the investigations. They are not the alpha and omega at a police station. So somebody reports an offense to a tracker. After about 1 week, he or she calls Afande Kasinje, I reported my case to Katwe police station, but nothing has been done. Where did you report? I reported this number. He's a tracker. Now, I think the members of the public need to know, yes, we have tracking services. They do not replicate the normal procedure of reporting cases. And some of them are not even trackers. They are just masqueraders. And the officers must get rid of all these masqueraders at the police station, isn't it? So the commander for Kampala was informed in the morning about that, and we want to reemphasize, if you go to the police station, in case you go there physically, report to the counter, let the query be put in our books that you have gone there. They know what to do next. So at this material time, so that we can leave you with a PRO and you continue to do this, would like to ask if there are any issues you want to ask. The Director of Operations is here, I'm here, the Director ICT is here, so that for us we can leave you and you conclude on your press conference. Isn't that later?
No, we can do it and leave you.
There is no question? For us, we can. You want him to put it in Uganda? Or ekisooka twagala kwetondera eggwanga nga poliisi olwa ekikolwa ekyabaddewo ekyokuttibwa omukyala yawambibwa ne driver we ne battibwa. PRO agenda kubawa ebisinga kwawo, naye tutudde nga police management ne tubaako ne byetugenda okukola okulaba ntuziiza obumenyi bw'amateeka bw'engeri eno era tubutangira era bugwawo bwe kiba kisoboka. Ekisooka twagala ba officers baffe okuba nti babeera ku police stations zaabwe ze balina okubeerako ssaawa 24 ssaawa 24/7 ennaku 7. Tufunye amawulire agategeeza nti ebiseera ebimu police stations mu ggwanga ezimu tezibeerako b'ofiisa, era twagala kukozesa omukisa guno okutegeeza abapoliisi baffe wonna gye bali, police stations zonna ne police post, kasita police station oba police post esangibwa nti teriwo mu police, teriwo ofiisa yenna ali supposed kubeera ku police station eyo oba police post eyo, abantu ababulijjo abantu baffe mututegeeze bajja kukwatibwa bavunaanibwe n'omusango gw'okulagajjalira emirimu gyabwe. Tetujja kikiriza. Kyokubiri, waliwo kubanga buli siteshoni yonna baofiisers baffe twabawa amasimu gasasulibwa omuwi w'omusolo mu ggwanga lino, naye abamu amasimu gaabwe bagajjako. Situmanyi lwaki bagajjako, eyange tevangako. Ne b'ofiisa bano ne IGP ne Deputy Inspector General, situmanyi lwaki b'ofiisa baffe mu field bajjako amasimu. Kale nno twagala tufune information. Bwe kiba kyetaagisa essimu yange ejja kuddamu ngiweereza abantu nga chief political commissar. Kasita tufuna amawulire agakwata ku b'ofiisa baffe abajjako amasimu agali official, kubanga buli omu agalina, buli ofiisa agalina, bajja kangavulwa. Tujja kubateeka mu mbuga eza poliisi tubavunaane emisango egy'okulagajjalira emirimu gyabwe. Pozi n'ekirala, director wa ICT kyabadde ategeeza. Would you want to put it in Uganda or summarize it for you? But you know Uganda. Director wa ICT ategeezezza eggwanga nti essimu eya 999 weeri ekyakola naye tulina okusoomoozebwa n'okutaataaganyizibwa ku ssimu eyo. Era tusaba nti telcos ezina helplines basobole helpline eyo katugambe nti ya MTN, helpline eyo ya MTN ereme okujja butereevu ku poliisi. Omuntu bw'aba ayagala kubuuza ekikwata ku MBZ ze oba esimu oba ekoze etya, esimu ezo zireme okukola ki, okujja ku emergency centers za poliisi, kubanga kitataganya emirimu gyaffe. Oba oli awo abalina obwetaavu obw'amaanyi obuli emergency whatever tebafuna okuyambibwa oba okuweerezebwa mangu olw'okuba nti amasimu mangi agajja nga gajja ku helpline zaffe. Naye n'okulongoosa enkola eyo tugenda girongoosa nti essimu eya 999 emirundi 3 ebeere buli wogikubira egenda direct ku poliisi, ate poliisi tusobole oku tubadde ne meeting mu office zaffe. Tugenda okulaba nti buli omu ali ku line ya 999 amanyibwa bulungi, naffe nga tubamanyi ne commanders nga babamanyi. Era tugenda kuteekawo ne shifts kwegamba nti buli sawa yonna bw'oba okubya essimu ya 999 eriko omuntu akola ki, agikwata. N'essimu zino endala kuba erigenda ewanga wakasi litegeera bulungi, mujje muntwale munyambe, ebyo tetubyetaaga ebyo. Ayongeddeko nti nga bwe mbadde ngamba nti waliwo abamu abatabeera ku police stations zaffe. Bw'oba ogenze ku poliisi n'oreportinga, twagala tumanye nti wagendayo n'oreportinga. Era ICT egenda kukola omulimu ogw'okulaba tuteeka kamera zaffe ku police counter, tusobole okulaba nti omuntu yagendayo n'awa report, ate ne ofiisa eyaliwo yali ani. Awo wetusabira nti abagenda ne bareportinga ku police station ku bibangirize biri ku police station wabweru, era ndowooza ekyo tukikomye. Emisango egyekuusa ku kuwambibwa kw'abantu oba n'emisango emirala, abantu bagende bareportingire eddala ku police counter. Waliwo abantu ababeera wabweru awo nga bagamba nti batrackinga amasimu, trackinga mu Luganda kyesimu, okulondoola esimu ezo. Okulondoola esimu kirungi, naye bayamba abo abanoonyereza. Naye tuleme okugenda nti waliwo abagenda ku police station nga banoonya ba tracker. Agenda ku police station n'agamba nti tracker aluwa gwe njagala. Nedda, reporting omusango, tracker ajja ku OCCID oba n'omuntu omulala ajja kuweereza, bo bajja ku deployinga tracker. So ndowooza kyekyo kyabadde ya yes. PRO yabagambye ndowooza asobola naye twagala okwongera okuteeka essira ku amawulire agazze nga galaga nti waliwo b'ofiisa baloopye ku b'ofiisa baffe ba poliisi naye ne batakola ensonga eno ne batagitwala nga nkulu. Waliwo yagenze wano ne bamugamba nti ate genda station endala, n'agendayo nti ate dda mu station endala. Ekyo abakikoze kikyamu nnyo, era wenjogerera kati kamanda wa PSU ali mu field ne officers be already abamu bakwate, twamaze obakwata b'ofisa baffe abalagajalidde emirimu gyabwe. Tujja kulaba nti nno tubawozesa, tubateeka mu courts ezaffe za poliisi, era wano we bagenda kuyimirira bavunaanibwe emisango. Tujja kubanga tubategeeza biki ebivudde oluuyi olwo. Ebyo ndowooza bye bisobola kuteeka mu Luganda. Yes, ajja kubawa information eyo. Waliwo kye mwagala kubuuza director operations oba nze oba ICT oba tu? Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And my name is Kum. I have two concerns. One is about the practicability of installing these cameras you're talking about at the police station. Are you quite certain of the number of police stations we have in the country, and how long it's going to take to install these cameras? Number two, the other question is about Nabinya's death. Yeah, Nabinya's death. Apparently, my concern here is about the camera, the CCTV cameras we installed of recent. One, to aid in the investigations, but also one would think that if the incident actually happened at 11:50 and relatives were able to report at around midnight, one's concern here is why wasn't police able perhaps to use the CCTV cameras to pursue the abductors? Because in this case, relatives reported on time. One would think that police would have used that time perhaps to use the CCTV cameras and follow up abductors and perhaps arrest them. Why was it not able to happen in this case? And you are particularly concerned about the police officers where they went and reported.
But those are the ones we are talking about.
So
we are saying those ones they reported. Why didn't they do all that you are telling us? And that's why we have arrested them. That's why we're investigating them. They must give us answers as to why they didn't do that. Because that's standard operating procedure. They should have done that. Yes. But on the question of
CCTV,
the practicability, the director is there.
I think when you confuse idea.
Is there another question for him so that he answers one?
Felix Soko. Do they say pull up? First pull up. Pull up. They say pull up. Eh? Level. AIGC pull up.
Thank you. The issue of installing the cameras at the counters, it has come up as a way of monitoring our personnel's performance and how they respond. Now that gives us a clear picture of planning, and they are not, when we look at the police stations, they are not many. So it is very easy to look into our budget and commit, but I don't want to say I'm going to take 2 months or 1 week, but like the main divisions in Kampala Metropolitan, we are able to, we can be able to handle it within 2 months or 3, because there are few. There are 18, and there are major concerns. There are the major main stations. Then we keep cascading it up country. Then on the issue of use, you see the technology is used by human beings. So if the officer was reported to, if he gave that information to the people in the monitoring center, it becomes easier. But now the person in the monitoring center is not aware that this one has been done. And when you there are footages that were good, but you see someone used the other person's car. So the car is available. We know when, at what time did it pass. But then, if it was someone's car, then we would ask that someone, where was your car at this time? Because it passed at this point at this time. Now the assailants, what they did, they used the victim's car. That's where the challenge came. But if the officers had given that information faster, maybe our people in the monitoring room would be aware that this one is needed. The 99 would be aware, the patrol vehicle, that this one is needed. So things move faster. And that's why we are saying, let us use the cameras to supervise ourselves, not only outside.
Any other question for ICT so that we move?
Thank you, Amonyango Jackson. I work for MTV. Just in line with the issue of the cameras, first of all, do these cameras actually work? Because given what one of the family members says, at Old Kampala, one of the officers told him that these cameras were not functioning at a particular point.
The one in the monitoring center?
No, at Old Kampala, I don't know whoever the person is, but at the reception, the person said that the cameras were not functioning, so they could not obtain anything, could not see anything. Because this family member had wanted to try to show them what was happening or what kind of the car that was. And then the other issue, what is the procedure of actually obtaining the footage if one wanted to see the footage from the CCTV camera or showing them where it is? And then is there any instance where these cameras have actually been used to prevent crime rather than waiting when the crime has already occurred? Thank you.
My issue with the ICT is on emergency lines. I remember the last time we had a press conference was at the boardroom, and the same issue was with now it's like 2 years, and the issue was that the 9 system is no longer working, and you say we are going to resolve it. Today, you are telling us the same thing, that you're going to resolve it. Do you have a timeline when this issue is going to be resolved? Because, like Mr. Kassim is saying, some of us get calls when they fail to reach police, and then the person calls you, ask for a DPC somewhere in Aswan. So, what's the timeline to solve this problem of emergency?
Yes, my name is John Clay from I want to know how the people who sit behind these cameras or who man these cameras, how they respond to such instances. Then, Also, I'd like to find out from you, sir, like really we bought standard cameras. Because, for example, just of recent, there is footage that was given to us by police, the people who is going now. But you could even hardly see a clear picture. Yet just cameras of an individual of the gentleman who was killed at Chengera, Eric Mulimba. The pictures were clear that even as police, you managed to arrest the suspects. So did we buy really functional standard cameras, or did we buy something that is substandard?
Mine is about the arrest of the officers who...
No, these ones are going. So that we want something connected to ICT, okay? CCTV and so on, so that. Okay, we can answer these ones, okay?
I can respond.
Yeah.
So the first question is about whether cameras are working. That the officer at the station told the complainer that the cameras are not working. You see, the cameras are working. That is number one. And it is a project that is ongoing. Now, it depends on the officer you ask. Some of them may not be knowing, but if it is, let's say, a supervisor within the monitoring room or the DPC, if he says they are not working, then I can believe that. But not all these officers, not all of them know what is happening in the monitoring room. So far, the people who have been trained are the operators, the supervisors, the DPCs, the OC stations, not every police officer. So I think the officer may not have been aware of that. Then obtaining the footage, how do you obtain the footage? If you recall, there was a certain footage that went to media where a person snatched the phone from a taxi. So since then we broke release of footages. I think that's why people say, are these cameras working? But if we decide to leave, it is a road that you would be seeing. So we decided to rock. The operators cannot download and cannot remove any footage. The reason is they interfere with investigations. So if the PRO says he wants a certain footage and the investigations are done, then we release the video and he can show it to the public. Now, how you are supposed to get that footage? It is the OCCID who should request for that footage from the technical officer to give him, but the operators themselves, they can't. And that was the main reason of locking them up to not to give out the video, because everyone was coming. There are so many people who come there, they want, and it has solved a lot of issues. But if we don't put that procedure, then the investigations will be jeopardized. So that's the procedure. The OCCID, who is the investigating, who is taking lead in the investigation, if he assigns the file to the investigating officer, it is now the IO who requests for that footage. And we have made it simple, not to come to headquarters. Once he requests it from the DPC authorizes the technical officer and he downloads that video and they're able to access it. Then someone is saying, is there instances where they are used, as I said? Because we broke that, people think they are not working. There are so many instances where people have been arrested breaking into the vehicle through monitoring center. They see and call officers, they call their colleagues who are on patrol, and they arrest them. So many instances, very many. But as I said, we don't release that video. Maybe I'm now going to request I'm going now to work with the PRO. If they say the incidents are complete, we give him, and then he's able to give to the public. There is one time he gave out the one of traffic. I think you saw it. He gave it out. He made a short video and gave it out of how accidents occur. There is one who was actually seeing a taxi and a trailer. He's on a border and he fixes himself into. So you can imagine that kind of thing. You fix yourself into a trailer. So that one teaches the border man that you see, this is not how you ride. So those instances are very many. Then another question is, how do operators respond to incidences? Once an incident has occurred, when you go in the operational room, the monitoring room, they have numbers and call signs using radios. They have numbers and call signs of the patrollers and the field officers. So once an incident occurs, they call the very people. That's how they arrest those kind of criminals when they are trying to commit crimes. That's how they respond. Now that is when they have viewed it. Now, like the other incident, if it is reported and you have reported, then the IO is able, or the countermap person is able to inform them that this is happening. They also try to monitor, to inform all their colleagues to focus, because not all cameras are on all the time. Not all cameras are on all the time. So, but if there is a point of interest, then all of them can switch that area, such that cameras, they link, because we put them in a way that they link, one links the other. If you are very observant, you must have seen they are on junctions, so one leads to the other. So you might find in an area, all monitoring rooms can focus in that angle. Then someone says pictures are not clear. Pictures are not clear. You see, you need to, it's like your eyes. You see, your eyes. Something near you, you see it very well. Something a bit far from you, you don't see it very well. Now we have three types of cameras. We have the PTZ. The PTZ camera, for it is good. You can zoom a very far distance of around 900 meters, and you're able to see the person clearly. Now the fixed camera is a surveillance camera, but within a distance about 50 meters, around 50 to 60 meters, you cannot see the image properly like the one who is in 30 and 40. And that's how they are designed. Their lenses are fixed. So that's why we are deploying different types of cameras. And if you were observant like this accident that occurred at Chira Road, that trailer, when it is coming from up, you cannot see the number plate, isn't it? But you see that the trailer came down and hit all the vehicles. So it gives you a clear picture of investigation. But if you look at the vehicles which were in front, you are able to see the number plate because those vehicles were near. That's a fixed camera. But from where the trailer came from, if it's a PTZ, you can zoom and get that number plate of a trailer. So that's where the difference comes in. It depends on the distance where you are. Not that the other one, the footage was okay. Even if you put the very object at that distance where it was, there's a possibility of getting the same kind of footage. But if you are nearer, it will pick you properly. That's the difference. So the cameras are not substandard, but it is how you use it to achieve your goal. Then, have I answered all of them?
Yeah. No, the next one have these cameras have declined. I think you have not.
Yeah. That one I have answered it. And the reason why you, as I say, the reason why you are not saying it because we limited the download of the videos of those incidents. Now I think what we can do to show the public is that let us, like the way the PRO had done that short video, we can now record the same short, and you see people who are breaking into the vehicles before they are arrested, before they get in. You see someone, even as you bring him, he says, I'm sorry, I will not do it again. And they have arrested so many. And if you go into a monitoring room, you really see that it has done a lot. And that's why you see there is a shift of crime. Now, the challenges we are getting is that people now are saying, no, remove where the camera is now and put it to another place. The reason is, when we chose that point, it was a crime-prone area. Now people fear there, so they have shifted. So meaning that it's an ongoing process. We have to keep increasing. And even when you visit the other countries which have deployed surveillance system, cameras are everywhere. And they did not do it in one day. They kept increasing. So it is an ongoing process. As the crime shifts, we keep adding. Then that's when you see a big impact of cameras. Thank you.
I am suggesting, can I suggest, this is my own suggestion. Those of you who have said cameras are not working, or they are working, or their time, or whatever, can't you have a day and he takes you to the center? There are some people who have come here. I have, for example, personally led some people to the center, and you see it with your own eyes. Instead of saying, we ask a policeman, and the policeman said the camera is not working. I think you also ask a policeman whether I'm in office or not. So I think what we need to do, we know who the director of ICT is, or you can call me, I will link, and then you come, we go to the monitoring center, you ask the type of cameras, all questions about cameras. We handle them on that particular side. Would that be okay?
There is an issue of the emergency rate. It was raised 1 year back. It is still an issue, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what.
Now, let me explain this. When that issue was raised, the numbers which we are congesting would come as 075, 077. You see it is coming from the switching center. You will know that this is MTN, or this is Airtel, or this is UTL. That was the problem then. Now, they are coming in the manufacture of phones, like the phones coming to India, some of them are configured with 100. Now, when those phones arrive here, once you dial 100, it takes you to an emergency line, which is 112. Now, instead of reading 07546012003, it reads 1124601203. So you can't tell this line, where is it coming from? It overrides the caller line identifier of a company, which is 075. So you can't tell whether this line is coming from MTN or this line is coming from UTL. So it becomes a challenge now on our side to confront which company is this. And when we solve that, we reduce our response from 3 minutes to around 40 seconds. And looking at that we had few lines, it was understandable. But the standard one should be 20 seconds internationally. Now, these challenges keep coming because of the technologies and the changes. So that's why we are saying from security, can't we configure a code and we say this is for Uganda, such that these 112 are blocked, but it has to be approved. We can't make a decision because it's an international standard. So we have to agree over it and say, we own it and say this is our code. If you are in Uganda, you dial 99, it goes through. Like the way we have toll-free lines, you dial it goes through. So it's not that we did not solve, but new trends keep coming in, and so we have to be on our job and we ensure we are able to provide the service and give new suggestions as new trends come in.
Just a follow-up to the question of the late Maria. Have you been able to maybe make some tracing using your cameras? Since now it's about 5 days or 4 days.
No, that is what we indicated that the CID is handling. They have some footages they are reviewing.
Okay, thank you so much. For us, we'll take the vote.
We have your question. We have some questions.
But knowing how some people operate here, he said he had blocked some officers giving any line, any footage to anybody. That once you need a footage, You request it through the OCCID, through the normal channel. I know I'm not going to be shocked to read police block CCTV footage. I am telling you. So let's be clear on that one. I know, especially this online thing. Police blocks.
Sharing of videos.
Sharing of video. They have blocked them. And yet that's not what he said. Okay.
One of the questions maybe to learn and also to practice outside there, when should a disappearance be treated as kidnapping? And when should it be reported as police?
That is even should have been him. Any suspicion of any crime, any suspicion should be reported as it is. It's not the duty of the citizen to say, now it has become kidnap. Now it has become abduction. Anytime you suspect that somebody is missing and you believe that somebody is missing from your own wherever, then it calls for somebody to report that. So members of the public should not really be constrained on, they are going to ask me when did I know it is a kidnap. No. As long as you know Kasenje is supposed to be in Entebbe at such and such a time, but it is unusual for him to be away at such and such a time, and yet his phone is off. We cannot get in touch with him. His friends, he said he was going to such and such a place. We have called there. They don't know whether he has reached there. Then you can report.
waliwo abasajja gwe basooka okuyingirira ne batema n'abiriza abaserikale yatuukayo n'abasaba ne bagamba omuyamba bo tewabisa abatuuka bano olwalobye mwasitukiddeko ekajjansi waliyo madeya waliyo abduction yali omukyala n'agenda n'aloopa polisi netamuyamba omulambo baguzudde jeki naye emisango egimu tulabe egimu mugisiikirira emirala negibeerankale egyabuli
kyogamba nti waliwo emisango PRO gyatayogerangako kyogamba ogambe nti oba oliawo tetwandize sitegeera nedda okujja kwaffe wano kubanga simutegeera okujja wano tetwaze wano kubanga Nagirinya yafudde. Twaze wano okuhandolinga issues eza kidnap mu ggwanga generally. Tetwaze wano olw'okuba nti tetumwinako Luganda. Naye any Ugandan, any case reported by any Ugandan is as important to us as any other case. So I don't agree with that assertion, because I've been reading his press statements. Every case of that nature is reported, is given to you, but for purposes of IGP emphasizing that the police is coming up with a plan to ensure that our officers are vigilant in the field, and that we are going to ensure that they do their job as they are supposed to do. I think that is his responsibility to inform the country, and that is why we are here.
But I would like to know, why is it that on that day, when they pronounced these 2 days as the dead bodies were in court, that is the same day the car was saved?
I think he has said we could leave aspects of investigation, isn't it? Particular aspects of investigation. Why was this car here at this particular time, this and this and this? To the director of CID, because it is in his press statement, he has said that the director of CID reviewed and reconstructed the scene and he's at the stage of, they are following stages of investigation. Once that has been finalized, Enanga will come here and you will discuss those aspects of the investigation. But as of now, let's not speculate that time when the car was seen here. I don't know where the car was seen. I don't know, as of now.
Yes, my name is Manfred from Alphabet TV. We have parents of Brianna Narude, who was a 19-year-old student of YMCA. And then there was also Rose Nasereka, 17 years. These were kidnapped and found dead last year. But we were doing the story until date. Their parents have never got any report or anything from the police since then on how their children were kidnapped and then found dead. Just simply to find out why they are kept in with all this information, then how the investigations end.
Don't you see, if you allowed us to go, Enanga would be able to answer those questions. Because now,
so we've always
I even don't know the case you are talking about. So if you allowed me to go,
no, we've always informed them that if you want follow-up on a particular case, you inform us in advance. Then we source the information, but you can't be abreast of all the 500,000 cases that we do have under investigation. So, get on yourself. These ones were
thank you so much. May God bless you. Okay.